Throughout the history of the NFL, fans have become accustomed to certain teams dominating through long stretches of time. In the 21st century, you could peg the New England Patriots as the AFC East Winners every year, for example. In the 60s, you knew the Green Bay Packers could compete for championships every year. But there are few things that are as exciting as seeing longtime losers turn into winners in the blink of an eye. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we take a look at 10 NFL teams that became great out of nowhere. And a big shout out to this guy for suggesting this video. We do hope you enjoy this list, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10, 2012 Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks had a losing record every year from 2008 to 11. They didn't have a franchise quarterback, and their defense wasn't exactly championship caliber. But that all changed in 2012. Third-round draft choice Russell Wilson emerged as one of the NFL's most exciting dual-threat quarterbacks. The Legion of Boom also put the league on notice as Richard Sherman became the self-proclaimed best corner in the game. Seattle won 11 games and reached the NFC divisional round. They would win the Super Bowl a year later. Number 9, 2013 Carolina Panthers. Though the 2011 first overall pick Cam Newton displayed many flashes during the 2011 and 12 campaigns, the Panthers seemed far from ready to compete for the playoffs, going 13-19 throughout those 2 years. But then linebacker Luke Kuechly won the 2013 Defensive Player of the Year award. Newton tossed a career-best 24 touchdowns, and Carolina won its first NFC South title in 5 years, going 12-4 on the season. The Panthers would go on to win the 2014 and 15 NFC South titles too. Number 8, 2006 New Orleans Saints. The Saints had just one postseason win in their history from 1967 to 2005. Hurricane Katrina devastated the city of New Orleans, and the Saints won just 3 games in 2005. They hit the reset button in 2006 by hiring new head coach Sean Payton, while signing quarterback Drew Brees. The two led the Saints to a 10-6 record and reached the NFC Championship before losing to the Chicago Bears. It was the team's first winning season in 6 years. Number 7, 1991 Dallas Cowboys. The new Cowboys owner Jerry Jones looked silly for firing Tom Landry and replacing him with Jimmy Johnson in the 1989 season. The Cowboys went 1-15 that year and then went 7-9 the following year. But Jones proved that patience pays off. Quarterback Troy Aikman became a superstar while all-time rushing leader Emmitt Smith propelled the Cowboys' offense. Dallas went 11-5 in 1991 and reached the divisional round before falling to the Detroit Lions. They would then form a 90s dynasty, winning 3 of the following 4 Super Bowls. Number 6, 2001 New England Patriots. Hard to believe that the Patriots went 5-11 in 2000, since legendary Bill Belichick was their head coach at the time. The Patriots lost their opening 2 games in 2001, and quarterback Drew Bledsoe suffered a career and life-threatening chest injury that kept him out long-term. You know the rest. Tom Brady comes off the bench, leads the Patriots to 11 wins, and helps them win their first ever Super Bowl, shocking the St. Louis Rams 20-17. Number 5, 1999 Indianapolis Colts. The Colts went a miserable 3-13 in the 1997 season, but won the first overall pick and selected future Hall of Famer Peyton Manning with the opening selection of the 1998 NFL Draft. The Colts won just 3 games in Manning's rookie year, suggesting there was more long-term pain coming. But Manning stepped up his game. Running back Ed Jaron James won Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Indianapolis won 13 games in 1999. They would lose to the Tennessee Titans in the divisional round, but not before having the greatest single-season turnaround in NFL history. Number 4, 1972 Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers went 6-8 in the 1971 season, and there was little reason at the time to believe they were on the verge of breaking through. But it was an avalanche of hardware for Pittsburgh in 1997. The great Mean Joe Green won the 1972 Defensive Player of the Year award. Running back Franco Harris was named both the AFC and NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and head coach Chuck Noll was Coach of the Year. Pittsburgh went 11-3 and reached the AFC Championship before losing to Miami. They would eventually become a dynasty in the 70s with 4 Super Bowls. Number 3, 2000 Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens entered the NFL in 1996, and usually expansion teams take years to turn into powerhouses. Baltimore went 8-8 in 1999, their best season ever at the time following 3 losing seasons. But powered by Ray Lewis and arguably the greatest defense in NFL history, the Ravens went 12-4 in the year 2000 and beat the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. That defense only allowed 10.3 points per game, which is kind of good in case you didn't know. And number 2, 1999 St. Louis Rams. The Rams racked up 9 straight losing seasons from 1990 to 1998. Kurt Warner was the quarterback entering the 1999 season, a guy who was previously stocking shelves at a grocery store. Next thing you know, Warner is the NFL MVP, Marshall Faulk is the Offensive Player of the Year, and the Rams go 13-3. Warner led the Rams to a Super Bowl championship over the Tennessee Titans while taking home Super Bowl MVP honors too. And number 1, 1981 San Francisco 49ers. The only thing the 49ers fans could celebrate for years was the fact that their city had a football team. They had losing records every year from 1977 to 1980, going just 6-10 in the latter year. But in 1981, the world learned about the legend of Joe Montana, the greatest quarterback of all time, plus the iconic head coach Bill Walsh. San Francisco won 13 games and captured their first Super Bowl by defeating the Cincinnati Bengals 26-21. This was the start of a 49ers dynasty that captured 4 championships in the 80s, plus another in the 1994 season. All they needed was that one miraculous turnaround in 1981 to get it started. What other NFL teams became great out of nowhere? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.